Good morning everyone. Welcome back to the class of mathematics. This is lecture number 4 of chapter 3 data handling, and this video is for the students of class 7. In this lecture we are going to discuss about one important topic, and that is also new for you, that is probability. After that we will discuss questions of exercise 3.4 and we'll do one extra question. After that I will assign you the homework. So let us start the lecture with two important terms, two new terms, chance and probability. When you throw the coin, each time the outcome means result, of every throw can be either head or tail. If you are throwing the coin or you are tossing the coin, each time the result of every throw can be either head or tail. So it is a matter of chance that you are getting either head or you are getting either tail. It is a matter of chance that in one particular throw you get either of these. This is all about the chance, that what you are getting comes under chance. So let us explain this with an example. Suppose you have gathered your friends to come and play. It is your turn to roll the dice, and you really need a 6 to win the whole game. Is there any way to guarantee that you will get a 6? Of course there is not. So what are the chances you will get a 6? Well, if you apply the basic logic, you will realize you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 6, because on a dice we have 1 6 out of 6 numbers. So we have only 1 out of 6 chances of getting a 6. So now, based on this example, let us look at some concept of probability. So probability is the happening of an event, or you can say possibility of an event. Let us understand with the same example. Probability can simply be said to be chance of something happening or not happening. So the chance of an outcome of an event is what we call a probability. In the example given above, the chance of rolling a 6, of getting a 6, was 1 in 6. So that was its probability. 1 by 6 is the probability. So how you can find the probability of an event? That is probability of an event. Event means something that you want. Here I want a 6. So getting 6 is my event. Okay. If you are in need of a prime number, so getting prime number will be your event. If you are in a need of odd number, so getting odd number is your event. So probability of an event, how you will read it? P means probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. If I am taking the same example I have explained, number of favorable outcomes means the outcomes which are in favor to me, which are in favor of the event. So how many outcomes, how many result, how many cases are in favor of getting a 6? So there is only one number out of 6. So 1 will be your number of favorable outcome in the example I have explained, and number of possible outcomes are 6. Because on a die we have 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 is the number of possible outcome and number of favorable outcomes. Favorable means the event which are in favor of the event, the cases which are in favor of the event. Here we have 1 to 6 numbers and we want only 6, and you need only 6. So how many 6 are there in a dice? Though there will be only 1 6, there is only 1 6. So 1 over 6 will be the probability that you are in need of a 6. This will be more clear when we will do some questions related to probability. So probability means happening of an event, or you can say possibility of an event. How much it will be a possibility such that the event can happen. So the possibility of an event, the happening of an event is known as probability. Probability formula, how you will calculate probability? Probability of an event can be calculated by using the formula number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable, I have explained that the cases which are in favor of the event, and this is total outcomes. Okay, total, if I am taking the case of die, so the total outcome, number of possible outcomes will be 6, because there are 6 numbers on a die. And if you are in need of 6, so how many are favorable cases on a face of dice? They are 1 in number, because there is only 1 6. So 1 by 6 is the probability of that event. Now there are situations in life that are certain to happen. Certain to happen means for sure they are going to happen. Then some that are impossible. Some that are impossible. And some situations are be like may or may not happen, or you can say can happen but not sure. So the situation that may or may not happen has a chance of happening. Okay, so we have some chance of happening in the situations that may or may not happen. Now there are three situations we have. Certain to happen means for sure they will happen, then impossible, and then can happen but not certain. So let us discuss one example of each case. So first one is certain to happen, that is for sure that is going to happen. So let me take an example. The sun rises in the east. Tomorrow the sun will rise in the east. This is going to happen, and this is certain, that it is sure that the sun will rise from the east. So this is for sure event. Okay, now come to impossible. Impossible, let me give you an example. Suppose you are throwing a dice and you are getting 8 on that. So this is impossible, because on a die you have numbers from 1 to 6. So getting 8 is impossible. So this is the example of impossible case. Now can happen but not certain. It may happen, but this is not sure that it always happen. So let me tell you an example. Getting a number 4 in a throw of dice. So this may happen and may not happen. So this is the example that this can happen but not certain. Certain means sure. Okay, so these are the 3 situations in our life that are certain to happen, impossible, can happen but not certain. Now let us discuss some important points related to probability. So probability means happening of an event, possibility of an event. How much it is possible to happen the event. Okay, so first one is probability of sure event is always 1. Sure event, or you can say the event that are certain to happen, their probability is always 1. So let me give you an example. You are older today than yesterday. You are older today than yesterday. This is sure event, and if someone is asking about the probability, so that is always 1. Okay, you have to remember that probability of a sure event is always 1. Probability, how you will calculate? The formula I have explained. Now the questions related to probability we will do in exercise. So now you have to remember that probability of sure event is always 1. After that, probability of impossible event is always 0. The probability of an impossible event is always 0. Let me give you an example of impossible event. A die when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. As there are 1 to 6 numbers on a die, so it is impossible to get 6 on top. To get 8 on the top. So this is impossible event. So its probability is 0. Now come to third point. that probability always lies between 0 and 1. That always lies between 0 and 1. This is only for the situation that can happen but not certain. Okay, I have explained the situation of sure events, that is their probability is always 1. Impossible event, that their probability is always 0. Now probability always lies between 0 and 1 for the situation that may or may not happen. Okay, now let us discuss questions of exercise 3.4. Question number 1 we are having is, tell whether the following is certain to happen. That means surely it will happen, impossible, and then can happen but not certain. It means may or may not happen. So first one is, you are older today than yesterday. This is true for everyone because we are older today than yesterday. So this is certain to happen. This will happen for sure. Okay, so this is certain to happen. After that, a tossed coin will land heads up. Means if you are tossing a coin and you are getting head. So this can happen but not certain, because in tossing a coin you can either get one of these. You can either get head or tail. So this can happen but not certain. So your answer will be can happen but not certain. Certain means sure. Okay, now come to third part. Third and fourth part you have to do yourself. I am taking fifth part. Tomorrow will be a cloudy day. So this is not certain. It may or may not happen. So this event will be this situation will be can happen but not certain. Can happen but not certain. Certain means sure. Okay, it may happen. This is not sure that tomorrow will be a cloudy day. So this can happen but not certain. Now come to the questions of probability. So in the questions of probability, you have to learn the formula. Probability of an event is equals to number of favorable outcomes and number of possible outcomes. Okay, so let us start with question number 2. There are 6 marbles in a box with numbers from 1 to 6 marked on each of them. So there are 6 marbles and each having a number from 1 to 6. Now the question is, what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2? We have to take a marble and they are asking you about the probability of drawing a marble with 2. So how you will attempt the question of probability? Just alert. What you have to do? First you have to write the possible outcomes. Possible outcomes, here you are drawing the marbles and the marbles are from numbers 1 to 6. So 1 to 6 will be your possible outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if you are drawing any of the marble, you will surely get numbers, surely get the marble having numbers these. Okay. So these are the possible outcomes. It may happen. So these are the 1 to 6 are the possible outcomes. So number of possible outcomes, they are 6 in number. So you have to write 6. Then favorable outcomes. You have to mention the favorable outcomes, as the question is asking about the number 2 and how many 2 are there in the box. So there is only 1 2. So that favorable outcome is 2 because we are in need of 2. So that number is number of favorable outcomes. On counting, this is only 1. So I will write 1. Now you have to write the formula. Probability of an event is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. How you will read it? Probability of an event is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. Now event is what? As we are in need of 2, so getting 2 is our event. So replace an event with getting 2. Now you have to write number of favorable outcomes. Number. You have to be careful with, because here it is number. So number of favorable outcomes is 1. So I will write 1 over 6 because number of possible outcomes are 6. So 1 by 6 is the probability of getting 2 when of drawing a marble with number 2 from the box. Hope you understand. Hope you understood this. So what you have to do, first write the possible outcomes. In every question you have to follow the same steps. Okay, first write the possible outcomes. As we have marbles from 1 to 6, so I have written the possible outcomes. Then I will write in numbers how many we have the possible outcomes. So they are 6 in number, so I will write 6. Now favorable outcomes is we want 2. So this is favorable. Now how many are favorable outcomes in number you have to write. So this is only one number, so I will write 1. Now apply the formula. Probability of an event is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. So here number of favorable outcomes is 1. Why it is 1? Because we are in need of 2 and there is only one marble with number 2. So that is only 1 by 6 because we have 6 marbles in total. So 1 by 6 is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2. Now one important thing I want to tell, that in every question of probability, when the question is asking about find the probability, same steps you have to write. Otherwise your marks will be deducted. Okay. As you know, the marks will be given by steps you have written. So you have to write each and every step. You have to mention all the possible outcomes. You have to mention the favorable outcomes also. You have to mention the formula also. Otherwise, if you are not mentioning, your marks will be deducted in test or either in exam also. Okay. Now question number 2 is having 2 parts. One I have explained. Second part you have to do yourself in the same way I have explained. Okay. You have to write each and every step. Now question number 3 I am taking. Question number 3 is a coin is flipped. Flipped means tossed to decide which team starts the game. A coin is flipped to decide which team starts the game. What is the probability that your team will start? Okay. So possible outcomes, as we are tossing the coin here, so possible outcomes will be head or tail, because we have only 2 outcomes in a coin, either head we get or either tail we get. So possible outcomes are head and tail. So they are 2 in numbers. So number, here I am writing number of possible outcomes will be 2 because these are 2 in numbers. Now suppose my team has selected head. Okay, my team has selected head. So favorable outcomes will be head. Now number of favorable outcomes is 1 because this is only 1. Total we have 2 cases, 2 possible outcomes on a coin, and head is only 1. Head is at only 1. So that is number of favorable outcomes. That is 1 because favorable. Why it is favorable? Because we have supposed that our team has selected head. Okay. So if head comes, then our team will start. Okay. So this is our favorable outcomes. Then again you have to write the formula. Same steps I have written as written in previous question. Then probability of event will be number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. So event here is getting head. So number of favorable outcomes is 1 and total outcomes we have 2. So 1 by 2 is the probability of getting head, so that our team will start the game. Okay, so this is your question number 3. Now we have seen that there are only limited questions in exercise 3.4 that are related to probability. So we will discuss one important question, or you can say one extra question. For that you must know the following terms, following important terms. You must aware about these terms. First one is odd number. So the numbers which are not divisible by 2, they are known as odd numbers. Examples 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. The numbers which are not divisible by 2. After that, even numbers, the numbers which are divisible by 2. Examples 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on. Okay, so these are odd and even numbers. Third one is prime numbers. Numbers having only two factors. The numbers which have only two factors, and the factors are 1 and the number itself. So examples are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 9, 13, 17, 19. These are the prime numbers because they have only two factors, and 2 is the only even prime number. Otherwise all prime numbers are odd, and 2 is the only one number which is even as well as prime. So this is an exception that 2 is only a number which is even prime number. Okay, so prime numbers means the numbers which have only two factors, the 1 and the number itself. So examples are these. Now come to composite numbers. Composite numbers are just opposite of prime numbers, the numbers which are having more than two factors. And first composite number starts from 4. So 4 is the first composite number because it has more than two factors, and the factors of 4 are 1, 2 and 4. Then 6, it has also more than two factors, so these are composite numbers. These are example I have given. After that, one important thing you have to remember that 1 is neither considered as prime number nor it is a composite number. Okay, 1 is neither considered as prime and nor composite. These concepts we will use in the questions of probability. That's why I am telling all these. So 1 is neither prime and nor composite. Now let us discuss one important question. After taking this question, I am sure that you will be able to solve the questions of probability. As there are limited questions in NCERT book, so I am taking this extra question. Question is, a die is thrown once. Okay, die it is having 6 numbers and it is in square shape. So it is thrown once and we have to find the probability A part getting 5. As we know that we have numbers from 1 to 6 on the dice, and we have to find the probability of getting a number 5. So how you will do this? After that, you have to find the probability of a prime number. Then you have to find the probability of an even number, then a multiple of 3, then an odd number, and then a number greater than 6. You have to find the probabilities of all these events. Okay, so let me explain one by one. As I have explained, you have to mention each and every step. So first step, what you have to write? Possible outcomes. As we are throwing the dice, so the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we have 6 numbers, 1 to 6 numbers in a die, on a dice. Okay, so these are possible outcomes. Now number of possible outcomes, they are 6 in number, so they are 6 in number. So number of possible outcomes are 6. Now write the formula. Probability of an event is number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. Okay, so now come to fifth. As we have 5 parts in one question, so and these are same for everyone, so I have written only once. Now come to first part, a 5. You have to find a probability of getting a 5. So favorable outcome, we are in need of 5, so that is favorable outcome. And number of favorable outcomes, so this is 1 in number. As it is 1, so I will write 1. Now probability of getting 5, that is favorable number of favorable case outcomes divided by number of possible outcomes. So we have number of favorable outcomes, we have 1, and total outcomes we have 6. So 1 by 6 is the probability of getting a number 5. Okay. Usually students get confused in this one. So number of favorable outcomes, here we have 1, and usually they used to write 5 because we are finding the probability of a number 5. They used to write 5. That is wrong, because we have to write number of favorable outcomes. that you have to kept in mind that you have to write number of favorable outcomes, and this is 1 in number, so I have to write 1 by 6, and 6 are the possible outcomes. Okay, so this is A part. Now come to B part. We have to find the probability of a prime number. As I have explained the definition of prime numbers, the numbers which are having 2 factors. So if you are throwing the dice, favorable outcomes will always be from the possible outcomes. Okay, you will not mention 7 here because favorable outcomes will always from the possible outcomes. So favorable outcomes, you have to write the prime numbers among numbers from 1 to 6. So 2, 3, 5 are the prime numbers. So these are the prime numbers, favorable outcomes, and they are 3 in numbers. So number of favorable outcomes will be 3. Now probability of prime number will be 3 by 6. Number of favorable outcomes divided by number of possible. Here we have number of favorable outcomes is 3 and number of possible outcomes is 6. On cancelling, on making them in simplest form, I will get 1 by 2. Here I am not mentioning the formula in every part. Okay, here I have mentioned once. This is only a single question, only a one question. In every question you have to mention, but it is not necessary to mention the formula in every part. Okay, so this is your question number part second. Now come to third part. You have to find the probability of an even number. Even number means those which are divisible by 2. So favorable outcomes from the possible outcomes are 2, 4, 6. You will not mention 8 here because the favorable outcomes will always from the possible outcomes. So these are the 3 in numbers. So number of favorable outcomes are 3 in numbers. So probability of even number. This is event in this case. So probability of an even number is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. They are 3 in number of favorable, and total we have 6. So 3 by 6, that is equal to 1 by 2 is the probability of getting an even number in a throw of dice. Now come to D part. You have to find the probability of a multiple of 3. So multiple of 3 are 3, 6. Okay. So you have to select the favorable outcomes from the total outcomes. Okay. So we have 2 favorable in throwing a dice because we are in need of multiple of 3. So they are 2 in number. So number of favorable outcomes is 2 in this case. So probability here in this case event is multiple of 3 because we want the probability of a number having which is multiple of 3. So multiple of 3. Now favorable number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes we have 2 and total we have 6. This I have written in the starting of the question that we have 6 possible outcomes because a dice has 6 numbers on its face. So in simplest form it is 1 by 3. E part you have to do it yourself. Now I am explaining F part, a number greater than 6. So in a throw of dice you will never get a number which is greater than 6. So this is an impossible event. So number of favorable outcome we have 0 because there is no number in a dice which is greater than 6. So number of favorable outcome we have 0. So probability of a number greater than 6, that is 0 by 6. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total possible outcomes. So 0 divided by 6 is 0. Now this is about probability. Hope you have understood this. Now come to the homework. Homework, you have to do question number 1, 2, 3 and this extra question, and these 1, 2, 3 are from exercise 3.4 in your homework notebook. Okay, these questions you have to do and every step you have to write. Okay, and these pics you have to send on my email ID that I have mentioned with the homework. So this is all about the lecture. Thank you very much.